opinions you're about to hear on this show are strictly those of the panel.
The following program is rated TV MA LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Friday Night Chit Show. Thank you for joining me tonight, Orange Hat and Ruben. Really appreciate it. There's always going to it seems like every week there's nothing but a buttload of shit that we just can't get out from under. It's going to be nice though, but I do have some cute little things that I want to share. It's not really cute, but some happy stuff. So it's not going to be all doom and gloom. But how are you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm good.
I'm back, folks. I'm back. Been a while.
I just got one thing to say.
Yeah. Thank God it's fucking Friday. Need to get over this damn week. We out of this bitch.
That was hilarious.
Somebody let Elmo off the rag.
Yeah, was that Elmo? I was thinking of.
Yes. I sent you the thing.
Oh, it's so cute. It sounds adorable. He's got a cute little voice.
Yes, he does.
Oh, hello there,
Hey, Soy Voice Jeremy. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're doing better. It's nice to see you. Hello, Chapter Change. Nice to see you in the chat. And let's see, 6 Nations, 31 Kings. He joined us. Jackie Blue came in earlier. She said, good luck tonight. So she'll try to drop back in here in a little bit. And I thought I saw another person. Oh, here they go. Hello. Hi, baby girl. I said, thank you for joining us. And 6 Nations came in and said that weird stuff. So my eyes always stop watering. I don't know what is in the air. But yeah, I want to open up with my first thing that I found. I thought was really, really nice. Let me make sure I open the right one. Trying to make sure I put the right one on here. Let's see. Okay, shine. This one's it. Okay, I want to show this. This is one of the things about the. Remember last week we talked about the one guy that rescued that 11-day baby.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh well, do you, Ruben?
I wasn't here.
I know.
The
Well,
baby?
Ruben. Yeah, remember the guy was on there mad because he said other people were taking credit for his actions. Okay. But this is the same guy. It says this was an emotional moment in the interview with Aerial Recovery where Special Operations veteran Charlie Keebaugh and Jonathan Howard recount their mission to rescue and save 11-day-old baby. So I'm going to play this first because it's such a happy story. So here we go.
Here's a story of an 11-day-old baby being saved.
I wanted to hot refuel the helicopter. The message we got, it said life or death. That was basically all the intel we had on it. And he was like, yeah, we can't hot refuel. That's not allowed to do it. And I was like, I have to get this helicopter hot refueled. And he was like, what's the situation? I was like, this 1-year-old baby's going to die. And he literally just backed up this fuel truck and just started refilling the helicopter. Me and Charlie got in it. As I was coordinating with my PJ on the ground, I sent him the address. 2 minutes later, he's calling me. He's like, I'm here. He was able to stabilize the baby. Mark Roseman, our awesome pilot, this isn't what he does. He flies Gulfstreams around the world. He's like putting it down the field for the very first time in the middle of the field. We had a bunch of our SMU guys there with the baby, loaded them into the helicopter. We flew right to Mission Hospital in Asheville. I was like, Mark, the only place you can go is on that roof. I was like, it's pretty big. Like, you should be able to put it down. He goes, I've never landed on a roof. He got it down. Me and Charlie hopped out with the baby, rushed him inside, and they had a full staff there. A few days later, they got a hold of Charlie. They sent us photos of the baby and the mom, and so the baby was alive.
Man, that's amazing.
At the time, we didn't know it, but it was an 11-day-old premature baby.
I thought that was really awesome. I just thought it was great. I was so proud to see wonderful things like that from just regular people, you know, that wanted to help. It wasn't from FEMA or government. It was other people that stepped up to the plate to fulfill, you know, a need. And I just thought that was really good. And that was off the Sean Ryan show. I thought it was a really good interview for everybody to see. Okay, let's see. Now the other one was, but you guys hadn't seen that yet?
No.
Don't you think it's awesome?
Yes, it is.
I know.
Yeah, there was
just
also
nice
something
to
else
see
that I was
good stuff.
following. Did you hear about the kids in the school? Like 163 kids are unaccounted for.
No. From what school?
The school during the ravaged area. They couldn't find them. They found them. Again, there's the communication in this area is completely cut off. No electric, no water, no internet, no nothing, and they're slowly trying to get everything through. And they couldn't contact these families with these 160 kids. They actually found them, so they're all good. Everything, because again, people are still, from Helene initially are still reeling. Think about that. To be not just no food, no water, no nothing, cut out completely. It's disaster zone air time. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But this one is another one that I found. I thought would be really good to watch. It's from Robert the Builder from X, and he says, "Look who's repairing the roads, tax-paying Americans." So I'm going to click on. I'm going to see if I can make this bigger.
Yeah, I see on that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all these people volunteering their time. So they're building a bridge.
Yep.
So we can get across.
Yep.
It's really funny when we have a government that can sell a hammer for $100, right? But they can't come and help communities that have been flooded or mudslides or
FEMA says the road's closed. They can't come across.
It's like, you got to be kidding me. But regular people that just get up and go to work every day can figure out a way to do something good and rebuild a road. But basically, that's this video right here. So let me.
Yeah, you also have some people. Also, what they're doing is they're taking old trailers
back over there.
Yeah, putting them in the
river,
in the water.
Yeah.
So you can get across it.
And then we cut down the dirt right here, and we pushed it over there. And we took some old trees and some telephone poles, and we basically made a temporary bridge, laying the old trees and telephone poles this way. Now we're taking miscellaneous like shrubs and tree branches and small trees, and we're laying it across the trees like this to act as a filter, and then we'll go back across it and put dirt and some of this river rock to actually make the bridge. Now what we done, people,
that's really good. Let's go to this last one here real quick. Wow. Look what a good job they did. The water's still flowing under it, but that looks pretty sturdy.
Now this whole neighborhood is behind us. You can actually get in and out to the highway.
Awesome.
We're keying in the trees, so just in case you have another rain or something, it won't wash out. This is pretty much it for today.
Oh, well, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Great job. It's nice to see real heroes, that they still exist. Then they don't wear capes. They're not dressed like Superman. They're just everyday people, just like us. And like me, I would take food or supplies or whatever I could if it was near me and I had access to get out there to try to help them. I would do that, or go pick someone up and take them to the doctor, do as much as I could. It's just nice to be able to have access to share that kind of stuff with other people, because it just doesn't seem like we're allowed basically to do much anymore to help anyone else without worrying about getting in trouble. And now the other thing I wanted to talk about before we got to the serious, other stuff is all the animals, that were lots of animals were trapped or left behind during the storms in all the different towns that were hit. So the next thing I wanted to show was, I think it's this one. Let me make sure I click on the right one. It's OM or whatever you call it. Trying to find it. Just give me 1 second. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, this is it. Okay. This was an article that somebody sent me, and it says DeSantis vows to punish, his state, basically people who leave their dogs tied up and abandoned during a hurricane. And I'm sure it's not just dogs. I'm sure that they'll say cats too. People don't usually chain them up, but if you just leave it, I know, but it says dogs on here. That's what I'm saying. So I'm sure it's not going to be just dogs. It'll be any animals that they leave behind. Don't try to take them with them, like cats or your hamster, or your pet snake or whatever. If you just leave it there to die, it's that would be terrible. But there's a couple videos on here that they shared on here, so I want to share them with you guys. Can you tell me if you can see it? Can you see the police car?
Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. Yeah, here he is. Let's make sure it's turned up. There's no sound.
Are you playing something? Are you playing something? I can't hear anything.
That's water in the ditch. Do what?
She hasn't played anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're not seeing it?
I see something, but it's not playing.
Oh, well, I don't know why. It's weird. This one, can you see this?
Well, now you got rid of the screen.
Okay, hold on. I don't know what I did wrong.
Welcome to the shit show.
Oh, what a mess. I don't know why when I clicked on it, it kept moving around. So let me get to it again. Oh, darn it. It's not on my list. It's gone.
It's gone. It's the internet.
I don't see
It's causing
it
a
anymore.
problem.
Damn it.
What?
I'm so
Fine.
angry.
It's okay.
Let me see. It should say, hold on a second. I don't have no idea why it just disappeared. It's not there anymore. Okay, here we go. Here's a different one. Is this it? Can you see it?
I can see something.
See a dog in a ditch? Okay.
In a ditch, yeah.
Yeah, okay, this is it.
Some
I
poor
tried to
fucker
make
killed
it. I'm going to make it bigger.
There you go. There we go.
Yay, I clicked on the wrong one.
I know, but
okay, here we go.
Philadelphia 1313, 1065 report.
But it's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't blame you.
That dog's racist.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, he's upset.
I know.
But yeah, that was one of them that was saved. Let me turn this one off. That I thought was it was just nice to see. Oops, darn it! Why is that doing that? I don't know where that is. I'm sorry. I have no idea why everything is messed up. But let me fix a few of these
It's
things.
in the
real
show title,
quick.
Janet.
I know, but I
Jessica.
try hard to not do that. Oh, okay. Now this next one was one I wanted to share that I saw. It was it looked pretty interesting because I didn't know who this person was. I never heard of them. But I wanted you guys to see it. Can you see my screen?
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I remember this one.
Okay, let me turn this up. Just want you to hear this.
My name is Matt Lohmeyer. I was an Air Force F-15 pilot, and I was a commander in your newly created U.S. Space Force. I am also the first veteran of the Space Force because under the Biden-Harris regime, I was fired from my command and lost my pension for criticizing DEI trainings that were rampant in the military. Those trainings are still dividing our troops, and thank you for saying you would fire those few woke generals who are a big problem.
They're gone.
Will you consider establishing a special task force, office, or position to ensure that these monsters never return to the Defense
You know
Department?
what I'll do? I'm going to put you on that task force. I think it's good. Not going to do better than that. I'll put you on. Beautiful. I have your approval.
So he spoke out and told the truth, and now he's going to get picked to be on the task force. I think that's awesome.
Yes, sir. My name is Matt.
I thought that was great. I mean, I was shocked when I saw it because it's so much is coming together, and I'm so happy about it. But I'm still nervous wreck because I don't know whether or not he's going to win. You know what I mean? But if he wins, I could see so many good things happening.
He's winning.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about the cheat. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about you still now? What are the chances of like New York or New Jersey flipping? You think Orange has?
There's actually a good chance that New York will flip.
If they have, honestly,
Despite
I
what
think
the
every
MSM does.
state, I think every single state would vote for Trump if it was not messed up.
Because the one thing is, I'm looking at all of the different pollings. You know, you go to 270 to win, 538, and you can manipulate. All of the different because they have different polling centers and things are, and it's really interesting how the swing states now, even Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Nevada, Arizona, Pennsylvania are swing states. And if you just take 2020 and what they did, he's winning Georgia, he's winning Pennsylvania. If he just flips those two, it's over. But if he actually were to turn a blue state red, like New York, then it's like all bets are off.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. That we have something like that happen.
Unlike Kamala Harris, who has to bus her supporters in everywhere,
yes,
Trump doesn't have to. Trump can draw the crowd from the actual place where he is. He doesn't need to hire people, pay them to come out, because here's the thing: there have been people who actually buy the tracking data to people's phones and the GPS shit.
Yep.
And they found out that all these Kamala Harris rallies have the same fucking GPS data in every freaking location. So yeah, she's busing all these people. They're not at all sincere. They're actually full of shit.
But you got to remember this, though. I remember it before 2020 was stolen. Remember, you saw all the little circles on the ground and the people real far apart at the Biden thing with 12 people, and then you saw all the hundreds and hundreds of people that were showing up for the rallies, and he still didn't win.
Except that,
and look how many years it's taken for them to say, here's some real data. They stole these votes. Now after this next election, this one we're about to have in 25 days, the whole thing is going to start over again. But they'll still be going to court trying to prove that this was stolen.
Right.
But we got stuck with 4 years of trillions and trillions of dollars being wasted. And how does that help anything?
You know who said
it doesn't matter anything that happens this time if they cheat and they drag it out in court for 4 years. You see, we're screwed.
Oh dear, Soybean Jerry's having a seizure.
What? What do you mean?
He's voting for Kamala Harris because she's hot.
Oh, I think he's kidding.
I know I'm playing.
He's having a fucking brain.
I know. I'm playing alone. I hope.
But it's shocking to me that nothing happened. I mean, look how Giuliani and everybody that tried to bring forth all that evidence all lost their jobs or being sued for millions and millions of dollars. They got arrested. All this shit happened.
A reckoning is coming.
And all the January 6ers. I mean, all these people's lives have been ruined by a bunch of crooked creeps.
Yeah, did you hear what's going on? Oh, you hear what's going on in New York now? The New York Appellate Court is going to basically overturn it all and sanction the Democrats for bringing this thing.
That's also in New York Supreme Court just gave a two-way victory. Concealed weapons the concealed weapon ban, or some of the concealed weapons bans have been ruled unconstitutional.
Oh no.
Okay, hold on.
So that is
gonorrhea. Kamala gives everybody gonorrhea. Just kidding.
She's walking gonorrhea.
Let's see.
She's also walking chlamydia too. I mean, I'm willing to bet that woman has hugged at least 35,000 koalas. For those of you who don't know, who didn't put together the connection, koalas are natural carriers of chlamydia.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh.
So don't hug a drop bear if you go south or if you go down under.
Well, I do like going down under. Just kidding.
Just don't hug the drop bear.
I know, I'm playing.
Okay, we'll see. Let me go to my next thing here. I'm trying to get rid of these other ones so I don't click on them again.
It's chlamydia.
It's what?
Nothing. I like a
lot of people don't realize this, but that was one of the funniest fucking lines from A League of Their Own. Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan. He signs these kids baseball, and it's like, avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan. That's good advice. It's like, I saw that as a kid. I did not know what the fucking clap was because, well, I was a kid at the time. But then as an adult, I'm like, oh my God, he fucking put that on a ball.
Okay, I wanted to share this. This is showing from Donald Trump's page himself, inflation by administration. Okay, it's showing you the difference between Trump and the Harris-Biden. It's shocking.
Yep.
And we still have people that think this is better right here. The red side's better for us. We all will do better and perform better and be more fair if we let all this continue to go on.
They're trying to
look at peanut butter. 41.8% is how much it went up.
I mean,
they're
trying to say that the economy's good right now. It's like, no, it isn't. It's better than it was under Trump. No, it isn't. Well, it's gonna get there. You just got to give it time. You don't get credit for cleaning up your own mess.
The thing is, I'm going to share this link in the chat. So if you want to look at this yourself or print it out to show it to people and stuff, the thing is that when you are working for the government and you get all the government incentives, and they're telling you, well, when he gets in office, if he does, you guys are all without. You're not going to have a job. You're going to be on food stamps. That's what they basically are threatening these people with. Just like they're telling everybody, you won't be able to get an abortion. You won't have Social Security. You won't have any of this shit. And I can't understand why anyone believes them, because if you just look at the last 3.5 years of how much money the Democrats mostly and the rhinos have spent and taken away from us that they couldn't even help us in a disaster. And then I heard, I looked everywhere trying to find the video, but I couldn't find it. I'm still trying to find it right now. There was a video showing supposedly Harris going in front of a giant helicopter that everybody just loaded with supplies and doing a photo op with it. And then she walked off, and then they unloaded the helicopter. They never delivered anything. Did you guys see that video?
Yeah.
Okay,
I heard about
no,
that.
if you find it, if
Plane.
you have it, can you share it with me in the private chat so I can share it with everyone? Because I looked for it because I heard 4 or 5 people talking about it, and I was like, oh my God, I wish I could have that to share. But the thing is, that's what these people think they want. Fake, and spin. Who can, we can't survive that. Especially with 30 or 40 million new people walking over the border. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna click on that, and I'll push pause here. Okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna share it.
Everything that Kamala does is staged.
I know but I know that, and you know that it's getting the other voters to see the truth about what is going to happen to us. You think it's bad right now? It's going to be 10 times worse. The longer these people are in office, I just don't see how we're ever going to.
Like I say, I'm ready to just get out of here.
But here's the video right here. This is the one that you just shared with me. So let's watch this.
And then also from that video, I started getting a lot of messages like to my Instagram from like actual like aircraft commanders, like squadron commanders.
No kidding.
I had a squadron commander from North Carolina reach out to me. They had to load a C-17 full of supplies just to take a photo op for Kamala. And they never see the bird.
Wait a minute, what?
They loaded an entire C-17 full of supplies for the hurricane victims just for Kamala to go there, take a photo, take a video, and they never sent the C-17. It was just a full.
Serious?
Yeah, that was a National Guard, North Carolina National Guard unit. That was a 06 that reached out to me. And then I had another.
He reached out to you to tell you that they did a photo op and with the intention of never sending.
It was just a photo op. And then also.
Yeah.
That
actually
is
an impeachable offense.
Yeah, that is dirty. But you know what? When I first
from that video,
I started
getting a lot.
It didn't shock me at all. Isn't that sad?
Because two things
I wasn't
are going
shocked.
Yeah,
because go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, because it's not just that. It is, recently the 60 Minutes interview was also edited deceptively, where he asked a question and they spliced an answer from another question into that. And then on top of that, you had last night, you had her on Univision and she had a teleprompter, and you could see the fact that it was a teleprompter because, and they may say, oh no, I was translating for the whatever. No, you had one of the answers that she gave. One of the ladies in the video is actually repeating back what she said as she's saying it. And so she's reading a teleprompter.
Mm-hmm. Well, I shared the link in the chat for the video that we just watched. So any of you are on X, get that and share it with everyone, because we have got to get these last people that are hanging on by their claws for whatever reason. The thing is, this is what I've been telling young women, that the one thing they say is abortion. That's all they talk about. Okay. So I say, you can still get one. Okay. If your state offers it, you can get one, but you're wanting to ruin the rest of the country for the rest of our lives and take more and more money out and give it to whoever. why these people get richer and richer just so you can get an abortion on demand? Is that what you're trying to tell me? And then they just stand there and stare at me.
But here's the argument. Here's how they operate. A Democrat versus a a Republican or whatever. And I'm not a Republican at all. I support what they're doing. I'm more independent, classical liberal, libertarian type of guy, constitutional conservative. But the point being here is, here's the thing. If someone says, am I for or against abortion? And I would say I'm against. Okay. Oh, so you want to ban abortion? Where did that come from? Where does my stance on what I do with my family have to do with you? It's what I do. It's my choice. They want to basically say allow abortion on demand everywhere, and then getting well, that's not how it works. It's a choice. So then you can't have a prayer group in school, but you can have an LGBTQ transitioning group in your school.
Yeah, see, that's what I see constantly with people that are way leaning on the left, okay, is that they demand whatever they want, and they don't care if it infringes the rights of anyone else. But they bitch and moan that our choices infringe their rights. And I'm like, how does you being able to get an abortion in your state, if they offer it because the voters have voted for it or not, infringe your rights? You got to vote on it.
They're more worldview. They're more of government's the solution to everything. So basically, they basically say, if I say I'm against abortion, then I want to ban abortion, because then they equate what I'm saying as how I want everyone else to live, as opposed to how I want to live. And it's the opposite. They do want to ban all guns, and they go and the answer we say is don't get a gun. But the logic is. The logic for the gun argument is, then if guns are bad, and then cause people to die, take away the guns. So then take away all spoons because it makes you fat. Spoons cause fatness, and then they don't. It's choices.
I know.
If you keep around and you get pregnant and you live in a state that then it's your responsibility. Then you have to have some modicum of responsibility. Yeah, you get on the plane, you go somewhere else, or you travel if you have to, or you basically suck it up and you created a life. Now you deal with the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not.
Somebody asked me a question on abortion. I'm like, well, what's your stance on abortion? Honestly, 1990s Hillary. Or like, what, Hillary Clinton? All right, so you're all for abortion. It's like, no, I'm not. I said 1990s Hillary. If you go back to the 90s and hear her take on abortion, it's safe, legal, and rare. So, yeah, I'm all for life of the mother protecting. I'm all for rape and incest, which is only accounts, just so you all know, less than 2% of all abortions.
Right.
Yep.
So when it does come to abortion, it's essentially, we're not killing millions of babies a year. Millions of babies a year, or hundreds of thousands of babies a year. Chances are you're only killing maybe a few hundred at most. That's what the original numbers used to be when it came to safe, legal, rare. But now, well, they want to use it as a form of birth control. And those satanic Hollywood actresses basically just want to sacrifice it on an altar of Satan.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, me, 1990s Hillary. That usually shuts them up. But they're like, well, what about my body, my choice? It's like, don't go there. Well, what do you mean? Well, okay. Are you for or against vaccines? Well, they're like, everybody should get vaccines. My body, my choice. Well, that's not right. That's not. It's like, checkmate, bitch. You don't get to say my body, my choice. and then deny a person and whatnot, because all these people love to say, well, men have more rights than women. No, they don't. Men actually have less rights than women. Because apparently all these idiots who think that are unaware of a little thing called the draft.
Didn't the administration just say that they were going to make women be on that too?
They're going to try. But here's the thing, folks. Back or when all male citizens of the United States turn 18, they are automatically registered for combat. If a war comes up for the draft,
you have to register. You have to register for the draft.
Yeah, you have to register.
You're not
automatically.
Yeah, I think that's what they do. They arrest you.
But yeah,
I
was signed up
the
for
thing
it.
is, to me, all of this just shows everyone in the world the lack of common sense that, for some reason, Americans seem to have. They it's right in front of you, but yet you're like, you don't see it. Even though you're looking at it, it's not going in and absorbing into your brain to understand what's in front of you. It's shocking to me. Or they do it. I don't know how they do it. I just don't know how they live with themselves. Either if they're lying about it, or they just really are that naive, or something. I just don't understand it. It's just hard for me to just. I'm not even really that smart. Okay.
Again, is on a tipping point, and my thing that I'm about to share basically goes further into it.
Yeah.
Hold on, or because I really want to get this over before we have to turn off the YouTube end of it.
Okay, here we go.
But yeah, folks. Oh crap! I didn't. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that you can now basically get in trouble if you hire people on the basis of merit? And folks, if you are tuning into if you're tuning into Orange Hat Uncensored on YouTube, be aware I am about to show you just how black-pilled I can get. Just how absolutely fucking batshit insane I will be blunt, or batshit insanely blunt I will get. So yes, this pink-haired DEI trainer slams Oregon forestry bosses for hiring on the basis of merit and not gender or identity. Folks, we all live in a society, much like the dumbass Joker Jared Leto said in the Snyder Cut. We live in a society. Well, we live in a society that has most of all been merit-based.
Mm-hmm.
You're well qualified for the job, you get the fucking job. Well, apparently this pink-haired elephant fucking thinks that it's not right. That you must abide and automatically obey the sensitivity of people who are transgender or pronoun witches or whatever. But I'm going to read this article for you so you understand the context of what I am telling you.
Okay.
So yes, a pink-haired DEI elephant woman has slammed Oregon's forestry department for hiring on the basis of merit rather than identity. Megan Dunecker, Dunecker, this fucking elephant, filed a complaint about her former boss, Mike Shaw, and moaned and bitched about him telling her that he sought the candidates most qualified for the job. DEI advocates like Dunecker, or Elephant Lady, or the Pink Elephant, say hiring should be done through an intersectional lens, whereby applications from people of marginalized backgrounds are given greater weight. Yeah, given greater weight. Right. A lot of weight on that one. Shaw, who earns $192,000 a year as deputy head of Oregon's Department of Forestry, has been put on leave over the Pink Elephant's complaint. The Pink Elephant, who worked as the department's DEI chief, claimed 6 queer staffers didn't feel safe or comfortable. Then get the fuck out at work because they couldn't have conversations about pronouns. Too fucking bad. The tattooed Salem Pink Elephant resident describes herself as an accomplice to marginalized communities. Her complaint is one of several from employees and others that the department amounts to an old boys club. Since standing down from her role at the forestry department, she's continued working as a EEI consultant. The files were released as part of a public records request by Oregon Live. State that forest chiefs say they take complaints seriously and are investigating whether anybody has faced discrimination. They didn't. Oregon's progressive governor, Tina Kotek, who was hit by a corruption scandal over hiring her wife, also waded into the drama while her office saying she backs all efforts to advance DEI, like hiring pink elephants. Oregon has been rolled by culture wars between progressives in such liberal cities as Portland and conservatives, including residents of the state's rural and forested areas, who want to break away and join Idaho. Yes, go to the potato state, folks. They need you. Pink Elephant Lady, who describes herself as an avid Dungeons and Dragons player, who lives with her wife, Jai. Is she a blue-haired elephant? An adoptive 9-year-old and 2 cats quit her job at the department in March after falling out with the bosses. So basically, the boss told her to kick rocks, apparently. It is bad for women at forestry, Pink Elephant said in an interview. It's even worse if you are queer. Well, stop using that as the basis of your identity. She filed her complaint against Mike Shaw and other managers earlier this year. Shaw has been on paid administrative leave since August 6th. What's the date of this? Oh, right, October 11th. This guy has been put on administrative leave, paid administrative leave, since August. And,
ridiculous.
Yeah. So, but officials have not revealed the reason for his absence. Dunecker said managers sidelined her, undercutting her DEI efforts. Well, when you try to make people have to hire people on the basis of whether or who they fuck, whether they like dick or I'm not gonna say it, whether they like vag or dick. Well, I was gonna say a see you next Tuesday, but I'm not going there. I would get kicked off of YouTube, but I'm not going there. This, or basically whatever you identify, or basically DEI bullshit. Instead, these people decided to focus on whether or not you're qualified for the fucking job. I cannot emphasize enough how far back this is going to set myself and the work that I'm trying to do. Where it should set, or you want to know where it should set you? In a fucking loony bin. In private conversations in Shaw, or with Shaw in March, Pink Elephant Woman says they discussed DEI efforts at the department, which is responsible for some 16 million acres of public-private forest public and private forestlands and the state's largest fire department.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he told her that the aggressive diversity hiring push was like speeding on an icy road. Yeah, you don't want to do that. We don't go 60 miles out of the gate, we're going to crash the car. She said Shaw told her during a one-on-one meeting in March 5th. Pink Elephant said the department's overall culture amounted to a boys' club. Well, it seems that men are a little bit more smarter than your dumbass in this case. She described a meeting last year when Cal Mukumoto, weird name, anyway, made a joke about women colleague at a meeting, praising her by saying she puts in a really good lunch order. Apparently, considering her weight. Yes, I fucking went there. Mukumoto then chuckled, but hey, here's the thing. This is that Cal Mukumoto guy. Apparently, she does put in a good lunch order because this guy's not exactly a fucking Skinamax either. But anyway. Mukumoto then chuckled, and everyone kind of chuckled, said the Doonecker Pink Elephant woman. No one batted an eye. Well, that's your problem. Personal problem by the sounds of it. I mean, it just goes on. The point is, folks, they are trying to fucking do this whole thing where you need to hire based on not merit, but identity. A person could literally fucking be or fail high school and even grade school and, well, I'm going to be blunt, be a complete fucking mental retard. Like all the limitations and mental restrictions that they have, and they want them to be hired because, well, they're an underrepresented minority. Instead of hiring somebody who could actually get the job done, is perfectly qualified for the position, and, you know, might know what the fuck they're doing. If a person can be put on administrative leave because of complaints that they're doing their job right and smart, imagine where fucking society is going.
Well, what state was this in? Was this in California?
It was in fucking, I think, Oregon or some shit. Yeah, Oregon.
Okay. Just think about this. When you use, whether they have pink hair, a vajayjay, or a fake wiener, or whatever they use, and say that they're him, her, or whatever. I don't know how they do all that. And then they go in and they apply for a paramedic job or a fireman. Okay. And then someone calls 911 and 4 of these show up and everybody dies. Okay. Everybody dies. And then they sue. The family sues. It's left, you know, the parents or whatever sue, finding out that nobody that went there even knew how to do anything. They weren't trained. They just had purple hair, a vajayjay, and a penis or something. You know what I'm saying? Or they had a penis and breasts.
You know what I would do in that situation? I would sue the state.
I know, but how many people have to die or be maimed or lose their job or whatever, or lose their homes because we are hiring people that aren't qualified for jobs, whatever job it is. It could be as simple as working in a chicken plant, okay? They're not cutting up the food properly, or they're not cleaning the utensils, or whatever it is, and people are getting sick and dying from it. You see what I mean? It's that simple, and it can infect everyone, not just that person or that one over there. It just doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm saying. Well, we have no common sense anymore when it comes to hiring people for a job. You're the one paying the bills. You own a business, a restaurant, or whatever it is. Let's say you own a barbershop or a beauty salon, okay, and you pay taxes and you pay your insurance and all this, and then you're told you have to hire people based on their gender thoughts or whatever it is. So they be bringing these people and they're cutting people's hair, shaving their heads, cutting off their eyebrows, and doing horrible treatments and scarring their skin or whatever it is. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is stupid, and it's your business. You should have the right to ask anyone to come in and fill out a resume and then have to go through a test or whatever to hire them for your business. That's your right. I thought. You see what I mean? Right. It's totally ridiculous. They're taking away our rights, and now they're even going to take away our rights to even run a business the way we see fit.
Again, it's a culture of death on all aspects. Death of the soul, death of the mind, death of the body. You have these people that, again, they want to affirm what they want. So they go to get surgery. They change who they are. They alter who they are. And then they eventually get, they commit suicide at very high rates. And then you have them, again, Planned Parenthood, the whole abortion thing. They just want basically to kill kids. So it's all death. Every outcome is a death. And to them, it's always about their argument. Ultimately, as well, we're overpopulated. We need to cut back. Hence, they had the vasectomies and the abortions at the DNC. However, science, real science, shows that we're in a population decline. That Japan is running out of people, Italy's running out of people, the United States is running out of people. Like our replacement rate is lower. So then their solution is the great replacement. We're bringing migrants who have no cultural connection to America. And we'll come in here and cut up ducks and cats and dogs and eat them up all the time. And then don't obey the laws, drive around without licenses, drink and kill people. And then we don't care. And then they're skewing the numbers when they arrest them, calling people who are black and saying they're white in the arrest warrants because they want to basically bump up the numbers. Because it's all fantasy.
It's absolute stupidity how society is denigrating before our very eyes, and people just aren't motivated enough to stop it.
But again, here's the thing. Here's how I say it: the normies are still normal. I see people. Well, I don't go out, but I see people acting normally. They get up, they go to work, they do their day, they watch news, they watch football, they watch their shows, and they're just doing normal shit. And they will listen. Like the governor the mayor of Tampa, who basically said, if you stay in Tampa Bay, you're going to die. And nothing happened. One guy rode out the hurricane because, again, Florida is not a crap. And you had Kamala coming out and basically saying, DeSantis doesn't care about you because he wouldn't talk to me. He talked to the president, the one in charge, not your fucking dumbass who just does photo ops and bullshit like that.
Yeah.
So, but again, it's all tied to the media is basically saying they had a statistic, 97% or 93%, 93 or 97, I don't know what the number is, of all stories on Trump, the major media says negative. Mm-hmm. So they don't understand why. They had to drag out, Barack faggot Obama out there, bullshit, and do shit, and to talk to him about his crap again. And I'm going, and again, he's out there saying that black men should be voting for Kamala. What's wrong with you all? And they're going, no, because again, Chicago could turn red because there's a movement out here for Chicago. Now, if you want to do a segue of fun stuff, the thing I put there about Kamala is out there. It's kind of funny if you want to show that one. Yeah,
let me bring that up real quick because I'd seen it before. So just give me a second. Oh God, I'm so terrible at this. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Okay, I don't know if anybody's seen this or not. Make sure it's turned up. Now remember, this is a parody. This isn't like real. It's not a real commercial or anything. I had to say that.
Oh, come on.
Personality when you can switch who you are at the push of a button.
It's Sid Swish Kamala. That's right.
Oh, hello, young lady. Quite a marvelous day, innit?
Why does she talk so weird? Let me play with her.
Well, hey there, little nugget. I'm going to be the first black female president of the United States of America.
Man, this doll sucks.
Accent Switch Kamala can emulate any accent you like, as long as it grants her credibility.
Bonjour, tu aimes les croissants?
Merde américaine.
Guten Tag, Sie lieben ein Bratwurst? Ufta, 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 da.
Luke, I am your mother.
It's Sid Swish Kamala. That's right.
But wait, there's more. All new Accent Switch Kamala comes with 2 bags of campaign money, a blind eye for illegal immigration, and her own multi-laugh 3000 generator. Laugh in every way possible. Let Accent Switch Kamala turn your life into a complete circus.
When you give me more money, like Uncle Joey did.
Don't you wear a little mad? The money's coming.
I don't understand.
Oh, excuse me, honey.
I meant to say, the money is coming. I love ice cream, Kamala map.
It's Accent Switch Kamala and brand new Tampon Tim.
You know, my grandma always used to say,
Kamala Janu, please wash your hands so we can eat our chicken masala.
It's Sid Swish Kamala.
Oh my
I'm
God,
Donald Trump, and I
hilarious.
approve this message.
That is so good.
Yeah, basically.
I'm gonna copy this link real quick and put it in the chat for anyone who wants that, so that they can share it with people. That
Six
was
Nations,
so
you're correct. Yeah. Yeah.
What did he say? I gotta
AI is a blessing and a curse because again, I'm in tech. I'm in technology, and I'm seeing these emergence of AI, and it's getting ridiculous. It's getting totally ridiculous. Because again, the way that it is, the progression on society, it's changing everything. Because it used to be, if you wanted something, you would Google it. And now you ask AI. So people just go to one source. People will just, because again, right now hey, it's Bruce. I can't believe it.
Sensei, do you want to join us? I'll send you
Get
a
over
link.
here, Get over here, you freak. I got some I got some breaking news for you. You can laugh at me.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send
and
this.
then but what's so funny, I hate that movie. Okay. No, but the thing is that shit, what was I gonna say? Now I lost my mind. See, welcome to Friday Night Shit
sorry.
Show. Friday Night Shit Show. No, but the way that they are portraying her, and what's that? Oh my God! Now I really forgot what I was talking about. AI bullshit, because it's really. Oh, I know.
You said it was getting really wild.
If I was a kid and I wanted to know something, I would go to the library and go to or I would have a set of encyclopedias. I'd look it up, and then I would go down a rabbit hole. Go into the Dewey Decimal System, look up something, and go to the book and actually look at it and read it. I had no computers. I didn't have computers until the early 90s. So, and again, this is 70s and 80s. So,
welcome.
Oh my God.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We're just getting to the good stuff.
Ruben, you gotta do Deadpool when you do the Oh My, because from Deadpool Wolverine, perfect quote with the cavalry thing. Oh my fuck!
Oh, that's even better. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I love that movie.
It makes more sense.
You got to see it, didn't you,
As
Bruce?
much as I hate Disney, folks, Ryan Reynolds got that movie right.
Yeah.
But what's so funny with AI or the progression is, I used to go to the library and look something up because again, my parents bought me a set of encyclopedias when I was a kid, 76 encyclopedias, World Book. So I read the whole thing, and that was my launching pad to read stuff. So we go to the library, go to the college library, and read things and all that stuff. I would be the one that would be stuck in the reference section. I would go to the reference books because they were ones you couldn't check out. So I had to spend the whole day reading and writing stuff down. Then you had the internet and people would do research, and you have, all Ask Jeeves, Netscape Navigator looking things up. But then it morphed to Google, where people will just Google something and they will look at the top comments. And that's when basically they said, hey, let's make these comments the most popular one. Let's pay for the answers. So things came out that way. And now it's even morphed to be more retarded, where people are basically saying, AI, do me a drawing, or tell me about this. So it's more biased. So now people will believe what the AI says as the truth, and it's not. It's just an opinion, and it really is stupid. Yeah, it's just retarded. And Bruce, it's good to see you, my friend. Well, not really see you, but see your desk.
I'm here.
But again,
Look like there is a dinosaur that is face down, ass up.
No.
Okay, that's all right, that's not a dinosaur. That's a weird looking
it's a weird looking monster. Been working on these for a while.
Yeah, he's making something else to torture us with.
They look like centaurs.
During the game.
But I do have some breaking news. I have some breaking news. Well, for Bruce, theoretically.
Okay. What's going on?
Fortunately or unfortunately, my brother had a stroke.
That's not good.
And what I found out is he actually had a brain tumor. So he had his surgery last Wednesday. He's still in the hospital now in ICU. He's going to get out, but there's a possible, and he had the surgery done in San Antonio because Laredo is a piece of shit, as you know. And well, then here's the thing. So then there's a high likelihood I'll be going down there to take care of my brother for a little while. So I'm looking forward to basically, not that they're going to say mass shooting in Laredo, which are not. They're going to basically see crazed madman runs around Laredo telling everybody that he's going to deport you all. So I'm going to go down there and deport. I'm going to go down there and deport everybody.
I'm going to go down to Laredo and I'm going to give a couple little 8-year-old boys $100 each. Go run around the girls at the food truck courts. Be like, you need to be looking for this man named Reuben Haynes. He's gonna solve all your problems, baby.
No, if I do go, I'm gonna do lives from there. I'm gonna basically just walk around.
You should,
yeah,
because I think you'd enjoy it down there. I know you.
No, I won't. They're gonna hate me because I hate them people.
You disrespect.
And you know what? But what's so funny is, when I talked to my brother about this, the first thing he said was, "But you hate it down here." I go, "Yeah, but you're sick and you need some help." Mm-hmm. And it would be great, it would be great, internet, for me walking around in a MAGA hat, because again, look at the map, my friends. Look at the map of the United States. South Texas is bluer than Chicago. It is a Democratic cesspool.
Wait a minute. Hold on here.
What?
In 2020, Trump carried Nueces County.
Mm-hmm.
He carried Corpus Christi. Do you understand that?
That's not Laredo.
That you're right. But Corpus Christi is 75% Hispanic and has traditionally voted blue every time there's a chance for an election. Every time.
Thank you.
And so
but not Webb County is a cesspool of Democratic.
Webb County is more purple than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Trump has been bringing out the manliness, and I tell you what, Hispanic men don't want to be seen as weak. You cannot have them say, "I want Tampon Tim."
Well, I think they do, because they're all weak. Again, I every time. No, I'm just saying. I speak from experience. I see them. I never had any. Okay, here's the thing. Growing up, I didn't talk to a damn person down there. Because again, they all spoke Spanish, and I refused to learn Spanish because these morons didn't speak English. So I would go around and just speak English in front of everybody, and they would just look at me like I had two heads. And when I went down there, when my mother passed away, and the last time I was down there when my father passed away, and we'd go to eat, I would ask for an English menu, and they would basically the waitress wouldn't know. They don't have English menus in a restaurant in freaking America.
But you're on the fucking border.
I don't care. I want them. I want them. I would.
The perspective of the Hispanics in parts of South Texas is that
they're retarded.
The San Antonio River is the border.
Yes.
Not the map. They don't look at the map for like the border between Mexico and Texas, because to them the paperwork said the river. It didn't specify which river.
Yeah,
and so everybody, if you're white, if you're American, you say the border is a Rio Grande, and if you're not, if you are a bit more leaning towards the heritage side, you say things like, "Well, you guys are really invading down here. You're supposed to be north of the San Antonio River."
Right, exactly.
And that's why we have, and that's never changed.
I know.
Will never change.
I know. But I remember my uncle passed away in 1973, had a brain hemorrhage, and they had to rush him to. He had the hemorrhage in Laredo, and then they shipped him 3 hours north to San Antonio. Mm-hmm. We're in 2024, and my brother had to have brain surgery, and he had to ship his ass from Laredo up to San Antonio because
was it via ambulance or helicopter?
I don't know. But again, the whole idea I hope it was helicopter, but the whole point is Laredo is a cesspool of evil bullshit, and I cannot wait to go down there and then just I make fun of all of them.
How do you find out all this stuff? I mean, I drove through lots of towns, and I never knew any of that stuff was going on.
What do you mean?
Like if I was to go to Laredo and go to the store shopping and stuff, how would I know about all this other stuff going on?
You walk into a McDonald's and everything's in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
If you go into
a restaurant, everything's in Spanish. Everyone speaks Spanish. You go to the grocery store, HEB, they speak Spanish to you. And I went, what? My favorite line growing up was what? What?
Well, we haven't had English made as our language in America.
That was only voted on by 2 votes during the Continental Congress, if I remember right, and it beat out German. So, if you guys, if you read your history, English is the language we have our laws written in. It's not the official language of the USA.
Yeah, but why can't we do that?
We can do that. We should do it. That's
can,
the whole point.
I mean, I can tell you right now, in Norway, if you can't speak the language or read the language and write the language, you can't become a citizen.
Right. But then again, here you don't even need your shot record.
You don't even have to speak English at all or be able to read English or anything, and you can become an American citizen.
I'm having problems in Texas right now because we're pretty much just making sure these non-citizens are getting driver's licenses, and then that's a back door to get your voting card.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my biggest. And Greg Abbott, Governor fucking Wheels, is fucking that up. But whenever I need a cuck for a Republican governor, he's always the one that comes to mind.
Right. But the point being is, like I said, basically what's going on now is as soon as he tells me what's going on here, and then my money's released, so I'm cashing out everything right now. Once I get that, should be here in November officially in February, but I'm trying to get it early. And if he needs me down there, I'm going to basically go down there temporarily and then take care of it. Because right now, what's going on with him is the surgery was a success. He is slurring his speech still. They said it was the normal. His eyesight's a little blurry because it was the tumor was at the base of his cerebellum. So they removed that, and he's using a walker right now. And he's a teacher. And he's a teacher in Texas. If you don't work 10 days, they dock your pay. So he's in jeopardy of a lot of things. And he's got 3 small kids, 12, 10, and 7, all boys. And his wife, well, he married a Mexican national, so she doesn't even speak English either. So that's even more retarded. But that's another story. Love is love.
But where he's at, he's in Laredo. It's kind of like when Spock's dad was an emissary to Earth. But what's going to happen?
I know, but the guy went to Howard University and was living in New York, and he lived with me for a while. And then he goes back and then marries somebody that's from Mexico. And he lived in Mexico up until the kid was the first child was 7 years old. So they have dual citizenship now. He did it legally. And here's one thing you should all know this. So when the kid was born, he was born in Mexico. I went into Mexico to see him. I have a video. There's a video of me. Go back to my history and my channel. You see me actually meet him for the first time, the little kid. And I told him, and again, you may think this is heartless or not. If you bring that kid over, I'm arresting you because you're coming across illegally. And my father pleaded with him, come over here, bring her over, had the kid here. And he didn't do the paperwork. Got her pregnant, so he couldn't bring her over. He did it legally, but it took 7 years. 7 years for a citizen who's married to bring their kids over here. It took them that fucking long. It was crazy.
All they had to do was walk over the border.
Correct, but that would be breaking the law, which we couldn't do. Because again, for the record,
what law? There's 30 million people that just walked over the border in the last almost 4 years.
The laws are on the books.
I don't see anything happening to those people. I know. They have more rights than we do. I mean, heck, FEMA spent $64 million or whatever on them in just last year.
Right.
So it's like,
and what's so funny is that when I was there in 2020. So I left there in 89. So in 1990, I moved to Chicago. So I went back there in, when was it? First time back?
One Democrat shithole.
96. I went back for a week to surprise my mother for something. And then I went back in 2003, 2006, 2011, when my mother was going to die. 2012 when she did pass away, 2013 when my father was had a heart attack. I stayed there for 6 months taking care of him, and then in 2020 when he passed away, that was the last time I was there. And each time I went back, it was more and more and more and more like it was a slum. It was horrifying. It was terrible. It's a cesspool of shit. And but again, you turn on the news there, and it's like freaking like La La Land. They think it's great, and they're going, "What are you all doing?" They had people get. You had somebody who
sounds like California.
But here's the thing. The way they all of the rich Mexicans have houses in Laredo. That's their suburbs, because Nuevo Laredo is actually it's like a sister city to Laredo, and Nuevo Laredo is actually much larger than Laredo, and that's why they treat Laredo as a suburb of Nuevo Laredo. That's essentially what it is. But what happened is, my brother was there, and when my mother was sick, he was stuck in Nuevo Laredo because they would always be bombings of the cartel would be shooting up, this and that. He's on the phone with me. My mother is sick in the hospital. He can't come across because there's gangs violence in the city of Nuevo Laredo. It's just that it was that bad. And, it was so bad that you had one guy who was from Laredo, who had family in Laredo, who then had businesses there. And all of the cartel wanted their cut. He said no. So they sent a death squad into Laredo and killed him. And that was all hush hush. Because again, they don't want to show they're doing this. They did this
Who
in
was
Phoenix
president when this happened?
Obama. I told you again. They want.
Yeah,
it's a cult.
Didn't they do the that gun thing, Fast and Furious?
Yes.
Now I remember it's starting to come back. All those horrible nightmares.
It's literally Sicario is a documentary on what's going on. It's really true in Laredo. Basically. It happens there, and it's just terrible. So and think about how here's how bad it is. You know, you go to like the stores like Walmart. They will clean their kid and throw a diaper on the floor. They will take everything out of the store they bought and open everything up and throw the boxes on the floor. They're just scum. They're scum. They're all the dirty scum.
What happens though, if you think about this, okay, if you have a kid and you have two kids, let's say you have one kid that you constantly harass and say, you got to clean up your room, you got to, load the dishwasher, you got to do this, that, and the other, and make them eat their meal and whatever else and make good grades. And then you have another kid in the same house. You don't ever make them clean up after themselves. You never make them do their homework. You just let them do whatever they want. Which one do you think is going to be a helpful citizen by the time they grow up?
You just mentioned my sister. My sister never did shit.
Okay, so that's what happens when you have people that just walk over the border and you just hand them everything they need. They don't have to do shit. You just give it to them. And then you put them into housing complex or whatever. What do you think the housing complex is going to end up looking like after a little bit of time? Because if it's not something you had to earn, why would you take care of it? Because you just think, oh, as soon as it breaks, they're going to give me another one. So who cares? You see, they have a nonchalant attitude about it because they've never earned anything. A person the very first pair of pantyhose I ever bought, my mom made me take some modeling classes, and I bought these really beautiful pantyhose. They were like $25. Okay. And I didn't have a job, so I would do different little things here and there to save the money. And I bought a whole outfit so that I could get pictures and stuff made. And they had little rhinestones along the back. Okay. That went all the way down. I thought they were the most beautiful pantyhose I've ever seen. I didn't realize how dumb that was at the time. But guess what? I washed them by hand and I hung them up to dry and everything. I mean, I took such good care of them. And I cried when they got a snag in them right near the ankle from a pair of shoes that they were making me put on. And I was heartbroken over it because I tried to take such good care of it. But that was because I had to work to make money myself to buy that. Okay. Because my parents weren't rich and I had 4 sisters, they had to take care of. But if more people did that with your kids, they would be raised and they would be more likely to take care of this stuff. I mean, I see people throw stuff out the window and they're driving on the road. And then when you get a chance to talk to a lot of these people, they'll say, well, my mom and dad bought me this car. I didn't get a car. It was years after I was moved out and had a job where I could afford to get a car. You see what I mean? My parents couldn't afford to buy all of us vehicles. We drove my mom's car or my dad's truck or whatever, depending on what we need to do. Or we walked to work. We got a job that was close enough where we could walk or ride a bike or whatever. But you know, you have to think about stuff like that when you actually want to have something that you're going to take care of, like a home. You know, that's why when you buy a home, you have to have insurance on it, because the bank is saying you have to have insurance. We don't want it to burn down. We don't want to, all these things, you know, you take care of it, because if you don't pay your monthly payment, they're going to come and repossess it, your car or your home. And they don't want it to be a piece of shit by the time they come get it if you don't pay for it, because they got to get their money out of it because they gave you a loan for that item. But today they can a person could just walk over the border and they could sign a bank note for $600,000 house. You know, they're letting them just do whatever they want. It just doesn't make any sense. It's total chaos and stupidity. I can't think of anything else of how to label it. It's just ridiculous. No one would give me a loan for that much money. I mean, I'd love to have a $600,000 loan so I could buy a house for that much, but there's no way I'd get one. And I don't have that real bad a credit, but it's just, I know I couldn't afford that monthly payment. So because of that, I wouldn't put myself into that. But these other people, they don't care. They've never had to do anything for themselves. Everything's been handed to them. They could care less.
Yeah,
they'll just use it until it breaks, and then they'll move out and just let someone else deal with it. See, that's the sad fact of where we are. But let me bring up this other thing that I had saved for tonight. Let me see. What was the name of it again? Okay. Let's see. Here it is.
But it's good to have Bruce here, I should say.
Okay. I saw this today from a person named Wall Street Silver on X. It says gaslighting is a form of psychological abuse where a person causes someone to question their sanity, memories, or perception of reality. The border is secure. Political gaslighting occurs when a political group or cult lies or manipulates information to control we, the people. So I want to share this and see what you guys think about it. Here we go.
We have a secure border, and that is a priority for any nation, including ours and our administration.
We have taken unprecedented action over the past year and a half to secure our border.
And we have a process in place to manage migrants at the border. We're working to make sure it's safe and orderly and humane.
The border is closed.
We agree that the border is secure.
The border is secure.
We have
So I wanted to share that with you because that is facts. Okay. I have to say, oh, that's our opinion because I don't want to get in trouble, but you guys could think what you want about what I just shared. I will put that link in the chat for anyone who wants to go and bookmark that and share it with anyone. But what do you think? What do each of you on this panel feel about our border? Do you think it's safe and secure?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
We have over 30 million illegals that we're told have come over the border. They told us there's 30 million, but how many more?
There's 50.
I think there's at least 60 million that's just walked over. And then we're just handing checks and shoes and tote bags and here's a room, here's your meals. You know, it's
we should have a campaign in Spanish basically saying, yeah, you come over here, you'll give it 5,000, but then when you become a citizen, you get only 750. So that's incentivizing them not to become citizens.
Yeah, why would they? They get everything for free. They don't have to do anything. They don't even have to speak English. They don't have to go to school. They don't have to do anything. They have to do absolutely nothing, and we just hand them stuff. They didn't even have to get a shot.
I know.
Now they have to bring all these people to replace all the people they're going to be losing over the next few years. See what I mean?
Because again,
they're not
so
bringing
fun.
them. They're just
what's
letting
so
anybody and their brother come.
Dude, what's so funny is you can look this up. Like I don't know, I can't remember where it is, but the wealth of America lost nearly over $4 trillion over in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, the richest billionaires gained $4 trillion in wealth. How'd that happen? It was a wealth transfer. It was a wealth transfer, and they did it. They basically said, and remember, all of you know out there that's listening right now, remember they told you you were not essential. They said that to you. You are not essential. Shut up and put on your mask. That's what they said.
Yep.
To you.
Yep.
And I said, go fuck yourself. And that's why I'm preparing to, like I said, I'm packed up, ready to go. I'm ready. I want to take my stuff down to my brother's place, and then I'm going to go on my merry way once he recovers, like around hopefully March of 2025. So I'll make a lot of content down there, and I'll see Bruce. I may go see Bruce too. You never know.
You're only 2 hours away.
I know it's not that far.
I think it's awesome, but you know,
I don't know. This is crazy. This is what they are doing at the border, what they're doing to America is criminal.
Yeah, see, what I'm trying to understand, and I'm trying to think without using common sense, what is the benefit besides votes that they really aren't supposed to get because they're illegal? Didn't Congress just not pass that thing saying that that there was a bill that went up and they said that we didn't want illegals to vote, but they wouldn't pass it?
There are three big things besides voting. Number one, it's the worker base. They're calling these people migrants now. They're using that word. They're migrants.
Yeah,
they're not saying they're illegals. They're migrants.
Changing the language.
Yes, exactly. And what they're doing is they always say the following: they're hardworking. Meaning that that the whole stereotype comes up. The fact that the Mexicans coming over are the gardeners. They're the ones that are going to basically being the maids. Again, this is stupid. And you had Kelly Osborne said that one time, who's going to clean your toilet, Donald Trump. And again, it's all demeaning. And you had somebody, they had a special. It was like earlier in the year, where they were trying to say how good it is to have migrants. They say the city of Boston was saying, open up your houses to the migrants, come in. And the lady was touting on how great the food is. So you have your personal slaves now.
Yeah, but again, isn't there also a situation in that city where this lady opened her house up to migrants and she got like robbed?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought I remembered that.
That's another one too.
The migrants totally ripped her off.
Well, the thing is, I have seen over the years, for the last like 13 or 14 years, when I started really paying attention to some of this stuff, I remember a documentary, and it was, I think it was on the Court channel. Remember, there used to be a Court network or something. Mm-hmm. Can't remember what it's
Court
called.
TV.
Did they still have that? I think it was on that.
Law and Crime is now the thing.
They interviewed a couple people about different things about women who had weird connections with men in prison. Like they'd be writing.
Oh, yeah.
And they confronted the women, showing that the same guy that they're saying, "Oh, I love you. I can't wait to if I could get out of prison, I would marry you in a heartbeat." And these guys were on death row, basically.
Right.
And they were being showed letters that they had written to other women. So they were saying this to 5 or 6 women, and they were buying them food and cigarettes and all this bullshit. And I was like, how desperate do you have to be to want a man that's on death row, that's murdered people? You see what I mean? It's just sick. And this was like 16.
But she can fix him.
Yeah, see, that's ridiculous. But that's not any different than this mess.
She wants to know what love is, and well.
Yeah, but the thing is that there's most men are like that too, because you have the reverse is true, where you have these female inmates who go online and they promote this. They promote that they have this.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Why are we paying for prisoners in any prison to get online and get on Snapchat and Instagram and shit? Why are we paying for that?
Because we're shifting we're shifting the culture away where people go to Tinder and whatever Bumble or whatever the fuck it is, and then they just swipe. So then they're doing this. So the same thing where like ourselves, this show and all our YouTube shows that are live now have come out of necessity because of the lockdowns per se, and this is how you interact theoretically. But we meet in person, and I prefer that also. But that's what I'm saying. They're manipulating society to be a certain way that leads all to their end goal, having the 15-minute cities, which the Tampa mayor came out and said that she wants Tampa Bay to be a 15-minute city. Yeah, because again, and it all goes back to the theme of abortion, where the culture of death, overpopulation. They're trying to put this into your head. Carbon tax, everything's an emergency. You can't have kids. You have to be sterilized. You have to be transitioned. All this stuff. They're just doing it. It's innovating on this, and I'm saying no more. And the thing is, what they don't understand, if you go back to the Vietnam War era and the whole hippies and the up out, not make love, not war, all this stuff, that's resurging. But it's resurging with the boys. And I think it was Eric Weinstein talked about this recently, where why are boys turning to Trump? Why are boys rejecting it? The whole like Riz, where they do the full they when they do the mewing thing, they want to have the great big jaws and stuff, because again, they've been told over and over again that number one, take your daughter to work day. Fuck your boys. Who gives a shit about them? And then, the whole idea that, it's true. And then they basically have, we need more women in STEM, which you have the lady who, I think it was like Norway or whatever. I don't know who it was in Europe, that she crashed a boat because she was a captain and she didn't know what she was doing. Mm-hmm. And again, they tout this, had some video like we have our first all full female black airplane pilot. And
are you talking about New Zealand's fucking admiral?
The
lesbian admiral that just like completely sunk a ship.
Yes.
But
the thing is that if I see I would never. Yeah, I would never get captain. I would never go on a plane because United they're touting diversity, and I would I'm not going to fly United anymore. Fuck that. I don't want a plane ride with the most diverse cast. It's a cast. It is a cast because they have no talent. And then you have like you talk about the whole Oregon. I think Oregon could Oregon go blue, could go red? Because again, remember the whole movement of Eastern Oregon wanting to be part of Idaho for greater Idaho. Could happen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they're not seeing this now because the mainstream is still touting it. Oh shit, this one. Go ahead.
I want to share this with everybody because I was showed it today and I was like, this has to be a parody, I thought. So I think it's a parody.
It's real. Yeah. No, this is Matt or Guys for Harris or whatever the fuck.
Whatever. This is a commercial.
Hombres for Harris?
Yeah. Have you seen this, Bruce?
No, I don't have.
I get dumber every time I let
this
see these, so I'm going to just take out my headphones.
Somebody shared this with me saying, okay, this is what our government thinks is a real man, and this is what they want us women like me to run and relish these men. No, just watch this stuff.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500, then braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of women. I'm not afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies? Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Because I'm man enough to support women.
Man enough to know what kind of donuts I like.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for directions.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
Or one of those pants books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight.
It sucked. Not worth it.
I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse.
I'm man enough to tell you that I cry at Love Actually.
Good Will Hunting.
West Side Story. That and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful.
That's not how my mama raised me.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not to have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
Oof. All gay. All freaking gay. Gay is a $3 bill.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm going to copy this link and put it in the chat for everyone. If you enjoyed that parody as much as I did, I would like to share it with you. I forgot about it.
Are we having a Rebel exclusive tonight at all?
No, I guess not.
No problem.
Unless you want to, but
no. We don't have to.
I gotta go in 20
I didn't think it was too bad. So, but I got one more thing I need to bring up. Here. Let me present this thing here. Let me share my screen. Is it this one? Yeah, I got two more things. This is one thing I wanted to share because I thought it was great, and I just wanted people to see it. Starlink service is now free until the end of the year for victims of Hurricanes Helene and Milton.
Wow.
Rather than the original 30 days. This is big news for the countless victims we've reconnected with Starlinks these past 2 weeks. But this is it right here. This is I'll show the pictures of some of the people unlocking or opening up their Starlink and setting it up for some of these people. So I think it's great. I'm so thankful that Elon has decided to do this wonderful thing for these people. Because it says that in Western North Carolina, there will still no time frame to internet or cellular to be restored. So this extension beyond the original 30 days of free service promised by SpaceX will greatly reduce the anxiety of the victims. So I just wanted to share that because that's some good news, and I don't get to. We don't share very much.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm doing. I'm basically as soon as my money comes in, I'm going to get Starlink.
Because go ahead.
I want to address something to Mr. The Truth in the chat. Race mixing is wrong and will be the end of our race.
No.
Here's the thing, dude. Hold on. Let me address this. There's only one race when it comes to humans, and that is the human race. There are ethnicities, sure. However, we are all one fucking race. So if you're trying to put some weird extremist kind of shit in anybody's chat, miss me with that, because last time I checked, humans are one, we all bleed red. Two, we all fucking look roughly the same. I mean, one head, two arms, or two legs. We all evolved from primates. So yeah.
Yeah. And for the record, I'm a mutt. I'm literally everything. The only thing I'm not, and I did my DNA test, I am not Russian, Indian, or from Australia. But I am actually 10% from Africa.
What kind of Indian are we talking about? The Oga Boga Boga or the well, no way, I can't do that other one. I'd get kicked off.
Or the,
Thank you, God again. Thank you, God again.
God again.
No, I'm not. I'm actually.
I wish I would. I'm going to have to remember that. I will share what my
Yes, I know. Is. Yes, I know. I didn't know that. But I'm actually 36. I'm actually the majority of me is indigenous and American. That's me. So get off my land.
Well,
no,
my great grandmother was Chickasaw Indian, and lived on a reservation before she met my great grandpa, whatever.
So she was a Chickasaw, huh?
Okay. I gotta say it. Yeah, she may be Chickasaw, but Janet is Chickabow Bow.
Oh, but I shared photos of my great grandmother wearing her, her traditional garb or whatever that is, and with my great grandpa and him in front of his wagon, and stuff. And that's when one of the people saw that photo and said that my great grandmother was wearing a 5-generation rosary. And I was like, oh, because I had no idea, because I'm not Catholic. But so, and I showed some pictures of my grandmother, her little handmade, dress.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm just, I'm mixed up too. So
and
if
it's
you have
funny.
your DNA done, you'll find out you're remember they did a show about that.
Yeah.
They had a show where they brought took people in and did their DNA. And a lot of them, they were saying where they thought they were from, and they had their relatives, and then they were showing them actually where they really came from, and they were all shocked, almost every single one. So you just don't know.
It is
so
funny.
Be careful what you say, because you might be biting your own foot.
But it's funny. It's exactly I did when I talked to my brother. I told him about Haya and that she's Orthodox Jewish, and then he actually said, "Oh, okay. Well, it makes sense because our great grandfather, Don Tomas Sanchez, he told me that he did the research and that his mother was Jewish." I went, "Really?" He go, "Yeah. The king of Spain, the queen of Spain, the king of Spain told them he had to convert, so he converted to Catholic, and that was the whole thing back then. You had to be Catholic to do anything, or they were really discriminating against Jewish people. So, and the thing is that, and I pulled up my DNA and showed her, and so yeah, I'm 10% German, so that's where that comes from. Just kidding. And French too. I have French. I am 10% French and German too, and 30% from Spain and Portugal. Almost 10% in Africa. The 30% in Native America, and then like 1%, or 10%, all over the place. So I'm like, yeah, I'm everywhere. I'm proud of that, because it's the whole thing. You have to be proud of where you're from, and I rather call myself a citizen of the world, but a proud American, and basically that's what it is. Where you had it was a while ago where you had some guy, was a black guy, who basically some lady says, "You don't call yourself an African American?" And I go, "No, I'm an American." And I always said it growing up. As a little kid, I hated the hyphenated thing. I am an American citizen. I'm American. It's somebody who loves the melting pot, the American melting pot coming together, and it's everybody coming together. I don't care where you came from, but as long as that you're in my presence and you love your fellow American and want the Americans to do better, then that's what we have to do. And right now, this administration is not doing it. How they treat the people in Helene, how they do in Milton, East Palestine, Aurora, Colorado, Denver, all these places where the people and where people being murdered and are afraid to go outside because they're going to get either killed or or taken, even worse, violated, like women will do. It's insane. We have to stand up for the American people, and right now that's why it's so important to do one thing, not just vote for Donald Trump, but vote down ballot. We could take the Senate back in a super majority. If every single senator that was up for election got turned red, we would have a super majority. Everything would get done, and we go down faster.
Yeah, I hope, because we have so many rhinos. The first thing, I really believe the day he's sworn in, they're going to go in and try to impeach him. I swear.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
I agree with Six Nations. I'm an OSR D&D type. I gotta say that I don't like the argument against quote unquote race mixing, because we've been doing that since the days of yore, since before we had fucking sailing ships. Okay, it was just common. You're gonna have that when people move into a new area. Sometimes there's other people there. It might be a fight that breaks out, but when I was a sailor, I had ladies in every port, and I mean, even as recently as like 9 years ago, I was still a Rolling Stone. Had a lovely lady of Nambian descent that I was dating, and she just couldn't handle the fact that I was 2 weeks on, 1 week off. She was going nuts. She didn't know how to handle it. I felt sorry for her. But I really like my life in the oil field, and a lot of people, whenever I'd get into a relationship, they thought they'd like it, but they were going nuts thinking I was fucking everything out in the oil field. I was too tired to. I was really too tired. I would go out and work for 12 hours, 14 hours a day and turn wrenches or carry pipe or do stuff. Yeah, there were times where like I'd be sitting for 3 hours. I might work 6 hours in a whole 14-hour day. But those 6 hours, you're busting your dick. And that, I'm not going to, you get up at 3 to go to work, to be there at 6, and they just would not comprehend, like, how can you do that? Pretty easy. You get paid, and you're like, holy fuck, if I do this, I can get paid this all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Here's another
Well,
thing.
I got one more thing I'd like to share before Orange Head has to leave. It's really short, but it's something that's going to affect us sooner or later. Right. Here we go. It says, we demand higher minimum wage. The result is this. So I just want you guys to see this. I thought it was pretty cool. So here we go. What have you guys seen this?
Yep.
Oh, there's DARPA. There's your tax dollars at work, guys.
And they're going to sell these for $20,000-$30,000.
They'll just do it as a novelty so they can have people come and want to order. But he's only filling up a cup. He's not mixing the drink. You know what I mean?
But it will very soon.
We'll see.
Good time.
He picks up a cup. He's going to put it where he gets
in here. Your droid's got to wait outside.
Oh, darn.
So I thought that was interesting. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm going to share this link too in case anybody wants to share it, because it's just that's where we're heading.
iRobot.
So,
it was the Wii robot type of thing. I get what he's doing, and I appreciate Starlink. But and I do appreciate the test what Tesla's doing when it comes to automobiles and stuff. Yeah, it'll help out, because again, what the cars will do is it'll make it more efficient to drive. They will drive more efficiently.
No,
but again, if they get in the future, as part of that movie, nobody drives a car anymore. It's all automatic, and people don't know how. So.
Hey!
What happens? No, but here's the thing. It's the what it does is it make you dumb, because like right now, kids. What again? At least for Janet and for all of us will probably say it. Janet and Bruce, yes, definitely. I'm like myself, but I know Orange Hat's a little younger. But growing up, what was the one thing you wanted to do when you became a teenager? What's the one thing you wanted to do more than anything else? It was to get a car and drive.
Well, yeah, that was one. I wanted a horse.
Well, the point being is you wanted your freedom to do something. In order to do that, you had to learn how to drive. And me growing up, not me. Well, I knew, as I heard people say this per se. I'd never had this problem. Mom, I'm hungry. Make your own food. I would have. At 9, I was cooking on my own. I was making food. So those two things are now out the window, because you have Uber Eats and Uber, and you have Lyft, and you have DoorDash. So right now you have people who don't even know how to fucking cook and never driven a car, because that's all they have is just these conveniences have done this. So this is not just about the bartenders. It's about the future. They're going to start changing these things, because you have this robot, and then you have the AI girlfriends and boyfriends they have.
Real dolls.
and real dolls. Imagine if someone's going to say that, oh, I wanted this real doll to be there. It's going to basically warp people's sense of, mind of who they are. They will never be able to interact with anybody anymore. They'll have more anxiety and more problems, which then leads to more pills, more therapy, more this. It's a vicious cycle of stupidity.
I mean, look at every single one of us sitting in here. If somebody come up randomly and said, what's so-and-so's phone number? Do you guys remember them all? No. We used to have a little book. We go through and we'd have to dial it in or type,
right.
buttons and get
Wall
it in.
slats for me.
But now you have a cell phone. You don't have to remember addresses anymore. You don't have to remember phone numbers. You don't even have to remember birth dates. You don't have to remember anything because it just tells you. Today is crash day.
That goes. That's what I said before about Google. You're using I use the computer to write stuff down. And when I research. I have my notebook. I write things down. Then I write my own my thing. Like every day. Well, shoot. I will say it now. Every day on X, I do. All my videos are unscripted. And the one on X is special because what I'll do is I'll basically, just turn the camera on, talk about a subject, and then turn the camera off, transcribe what I said, and I say it as a speech because I'm pointing it out there because no one communicates anymore. They don't speak. We had the same discussion today about what the hell is HBE or whatever the thing it was. People don't communicate correctly.
Shorthand shit, yeah.
Shorthand stuff. And it's just they're getting used to this shit, and then it's like I have to go what's that thing, Urban Dictionary, and everything that I see online, so I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Somebody tried saying that shit, actually verbalizing that shit. Hey, dude, HMU.
Oh,
it's like
we lost Janet. Damn it.
Well,
I think she froze.
But yeah, somebody actually tried doing that one time, and it's like, if you ever say that to me again, I'm gonna actually slap you in public. They're like, what do you mean? It's like, I'm old-fashioned. I don't understand shorthand shit. So speak English to me or don't ever fucking talk to me because honestly, I'm too old to set in my ways, even though I'm only 39. I'm just not interested in this LOL and all this other shit. It's like, shut the fuck up, speak to me right, or just get the fuck away from me. Because honestly, I don't have the patience for that shit anymore.
Right.
I really don't have young friends because I've never heard someone say, I lol. What? I lol. Laugh out loud. I've never heard anybody say that yet. So I must not have young friends.
I mean, it's like, dude, what the fuck does that shit even fucking mean? I mean, this EWE thing with supposed to be some sort of emoji or whatever.
That's whatever.
Like, fucking speak English, man.
What? I have no idea what they're looking at.
It's like, are you saying ew or what the fuck are you saying? Because honestly, it's just fucking.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. But again, it's the dumbing down of America in that regard. Because again, the same. That's fine. Janet doesn't wear.
Yeah.
But wait, are you still frozen? Janet's still frozen. Look at her.
Oh wow.
We have a circle of death on Janet. Well, now we have a blank spot.
Right.
I mean, she's supposed to be right here, but all I see is Certif. I don't see anything.
What is rolling on the floor laughing? Is that what it means?
Roll R-O-T. Yeah, roll on the floor laughing or some shit. I get it. Best or BB. I don't fucking know what a BBF is. What the fuck
Best
is a
friends
BBF?
Forever? Best friends?
No, that's
no.
BFF.
Oh shit!
Best boyfriend.
Buddies forever? I don't know. But buddies forever.
No idea. I'm not worried about it.
That's why I just don't fucking get it, and I don't want to fucking get it.
Oh, she's so good. She's gone. No, but the thing is that's why it's like, again, that's why I'm trying to bring back formal language because I have a Substack that I have some articles out there. Go to Ruben Haynes and just look up Substack. I have it. I put out an article I wrote because again, I'm writing. I love to write. I write every day. Every day I write. Every day I read. I have poetry that I put out there that I've written. Because again, that's what's important. You have to be able to communicate. And I love the challenge of poetry because basically says break the rules, get things done. And I do that stuff all the time because that's what you have to do. You have to challenge yourself, as they say, work the gray cells up here to continue to expound yourself, read. Like Bruce, you're out doing physical labor every single day. And now what you do every night, or at least when you're relaxing, is you do intricate work. You're doing fine painting with your brushes. So you're using your dexterity still, and you're using your brain cells. You're always doing it. So that's what I'm saying. Find a hobby you enjoy and do it so you can still contain your education and your progress. Orange Head in his videos, how he does the analyzing stuff and analyzing movies, pop culture, and all that stuff, and then things that are going on in the world.
Did a video on the fucking transgender clone trooper thing earlier today. So
exactly.
Check that out, folks.
Yeah,
I would talk about things like that if I gave a shit about it. If I ignore it, it'll go away, and it won't be in the lexicon within 3 years. That's where I'm at, and I hope that actually happens. I hope it doesn't stay relevant.
Yeah. Welcome to the shit show, everybody. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the fucking host now.
Wait, did you have to leave soon or no?
You're
gonna wait.
Fucking stay as long as or until Janet gets here. But before while we have it and before I go, subscribe to my shit, like my channel and shit. Because I'm trying to get 2,000 subs. If I get to 2025 before the year 2025, I will do a giveaway.
How many do you have right now?
1590.
Nice.
Okay, well then, yeah. Then everybody here, Orange Hat Uncensored. Was that your show?
No,
what's
the channel is just called Orange Hat, and it's let me pull up the. It's
Can you pull up shit?
No, I'm gonna edit my avatar. Let y'all know how to find.
Oh, yeah. And then Bruce, I know that you do. You have your every Saturday. You have the show. Tell us more about the show and your channel. What you're doing there?
She's back. Awesome.
I have no idea what happened. Everything just went away.
Well, except you.
Well, no, I came back, but I had to close everything and come back again.
Well,
I know. It was terrible.
It's a wonderful.
So I don't know what happened.
Oh, crap.
Sorry. I don't know what it was.
Okay, are you actually frozen?
No, he's pretending.
I mean,
because he actually did a very convincing.
I know. I could do that. I'm really good.
We only have 9 people watching now, so it cut me off.
Yeah, because of the X thing. But yeah, I gotta get going now.
Okay, well, I'm glad I got to say bye to you.
Wait, put your channel in that you need subs in the chat, and we get that Janet put it out there.
Yeah, I got all I have is on here right now is your X. I'm gonna put that in there.
All right, let me try to find it or get it up there.
Let's get this man to 2,000. Was that 2,000 or 2,500? What number you want?
2025. 2025.
Wow,
before
that's
the year
good.
2025.
He wants 2025.
I will actually do a giveaway on my channel, and it's an actual pretty good thing. I don't
back in the 1940s.
What about your YouTube channel?
Yeah,
do you have the YouTube?
It's got to load first.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to get it to load. So I had 1591, but apparently somebody unsubbed from my channel because, well, I guess my transgender clone trooper thing pissed somebody off. I guess I don't go.
Oh, no.
Folks, I'm blunt.
Really have a problem with them.
I'm blunt. I don't fucking care about beating around the bush. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to tell you exactly what I freaking think. If you like somebody who is genuine, who doesn't do a script, because honestly, if I stick to a script, I find it limiting. I'm not going to limit myself, and I won't monetize myself, because then you also get restricted then. Because if you say fuck within the first 30 seconds, you're demonetized. If you say fuck too many times, you're demonetized. So fuck. Sorry, Janet, I demonetized your stream.
Oh no!
I'm not monetized.
Well, Orange
I'm
Hat.
almost,
that's the whole
I'm
point,
over
folks.
1,500 hours of view time away from that. Even if I had 2,000 people.
There's only Halloween is coming up, Orange Hat. But again, there is something else that's coming up very soon.
Don't even.
It's Christmas.
Don't even.
Are you gonna play Mariah Carey?
We're gonna get in trouble.
You.
Don't play it.
God.
I will Yeah, do not get her
Look at
stream
Bruce.
pulled.
He's giving out. But yeah, it's hard to believe it's already that time of year again. Almost. I've already seen Christmas decorations coming up.
They're wheeling her into the fucking stores right now.
She's coming. She's coming.
She is in the fucking Arctic Circle, still frozen, and I will send 1 million pounds of liquid nitrogen there, like literally. Just
so how far away are you from 2525?
I'm 1590, so I need like I don't know 35. So there's 500. 535. Yeah. So there's the link in the private chat.
I don't make that.
Okay, I'll share it. I'm gonna share it for you.
But yeah, folks, I'm trying to get the 2025. Fucking YouTube doesn't like my shit because they gave me a 6-month warning instead of a 3-month warning, which is kind of a real dirty thing to do.
How do you get the warning? I've never gotten a warning. I say,
well, you play it
safe.
Fucking
retard.
Okay, all you got to do. I don't know what it is. I've gotten taken down for 3 weeks.
So did I.
Yeah, my single streams where where me and Mara do our channel or do a movie discussion. This month we're doing The Exorcist and Nightmare on Elm Street, or not Nightmare on Elm Street, but Nightmare Before Christmas. That one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're doing the Exorcist version you've never seen, but they're solely on X because fuck YouTube, because YouTube literally pulled the Demolition Man stream. Even though I had it muted, I wasn't showing it all and whatnot.
Really?
I was literally following all the rules, and they still freaking cut it. And it's like, we are giving you a warning because we have warned you several times. And it's like, fine, fuck you. I just won't do it anymore. But then they say after 30 or 3 months, they will get rid of your warning, or you could take a sensitivity training course. Well, no, it's not, or you can. It's like you have to. So I waited to 3 months to get my channel or to get the warning done. Nope. Then it's like, okay, so what's this? Okay, I'll take this test. So then I now have to wait till November to get it done. And it's like, get the fuck you to the moon. It's like, Team YouTube, clarify your shit, unfucking warning my channel, or get fucked. Because honestly, I will never do those streams on my fucking channel again. Because on X, I could play the whole fucking video. So yeah,
put his link out there.
In the wise words of Deadpool,
I did.
Oh, you did.
Suck it, YouTube. Sorry. I'm going to X. Get fucked. So
Orange, peace out. Peace. I was kidding.
But yeah, I still do videos on my channel, folks. I'm just not going to do like movie discussions on my channels, or I'm not going to show the movies on my channels. However, I will do movie discussions on Sunday recaps because me and Kate and Ambassador are going to be discussing V for Vendetta, which is kind of appropriate nowadays. We're going to be discussing that on Sunday night, along with the other topics that I got planned, like the transgender clone and Jodie Turner-Smith playing victim and blaming Disney and shit over the Accolade cancellation, plus whatever topic I could think of. I go really hard. So yeah. It's like, God.
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to. I used to have a message that said warning. You click on it and it says you will get this one strike or whatever taken down on the 10th. Okay, October 10th. Well, then I go and look at it this morning because that was yesterday, and it says the 15th. So they keep moving it back because now I have I did a show Thursday night, and I went to look at it. It's got a thing underneath it. It says climate change. The United Nations says this, that, and the other. It's got a little thing under it. I was like, I can't have a single show without talking about something, because I was talking about the hurricane stuff.
That's why.
You get the context things.
That's why it's always Rumble and X for me now. That's what I'm saying.
Whenever I hear about climate change,
Well, if everybody here would follow me on Rumble, then I could just put chicken videos over here and go fuck, and that's it. You know, that kind of shit.
AI generate some art, make it goofy as fuck. Watch it. I tried doing all that fucking AI shit. The thing is, Six Nations, I'm very freaking detail oriented, and AI is just too dumb for me. AI is literally too fucking dumb. I'm literally trying to create a cross, which is, or you guys all seen Lord of the Rings. You know the sword of Andoril, Aragorn's sword. I'm trying to take the handle to the sword, the hilt, and the cross guard, and then take the hilt or the butt of the handle, and actually flip it over to make an elongated to make like an actual cross, so that I can actually get a friend to 3D print that shit for me and be like, oh damn, that would just be awesome. I also want to get the hilt and cross guard so I can actually make a handmade cane where it's just the cross guard, which is the handle to the cane. That would just be so fucking cool. But unfortunately, AI just won't fucking do it. And it's like, AI is literally retarded. I mean, if I had Grok on X, I'm pretty sure Grok would probably get it right. But I don't know, because I've tried so much, and it's like, fuck all y'all. AI, not all y'all on watching and shit. But it's, oh, god damn. AI is infuriating. If artificial intelligence was actually intelligent, it would get a very highly detailed description right, but it doesn't, you know?
Janet, did you see the article?
Did you try Control Net in stable diffusion?
Is it in private chat?
I think it's in your...
Remember, I lost everything.
It's in your Discord.
It's in my
send that shit to me, or send the fucking links to me in X, because honestly, I will forget what to look up by tomorrow when I wake up. Because when I get off here, I'm going straight to bed, man. It's past midnight here, but please do. AI can't play chess. Actually, our computers can actually play chess rather well. AI, well, who knows? It did pretty well in Person of Interest, but never mind.
I have it up. I'll do it as soon as he has to go.
Control Net. Oh, I asked him to message me in X for that shit. But yeah, I'm trying to get that shit done, because if I can actually get it done, it's like, oh, I would just love to have that 3D printed. And then I would just hang it on the wall, just, you know, like a wall decoration. I could say, this is Andoril as a cross instead of Andoril as a sword. But yeah. But don't just sub to me. Sub to all these fuckers. This bald bastard here, this bald bastard here, and this beautiful lady here.
Well, even if I get 1,000, I still have to have 1,500 more hours of view time.
Oh, you can do it. You can do it.
So we'll see. But I was going to share this because Bruce asked me to.
So anyway, last year about this time,
on
Rainy Street and other parts of Austin, they have these autonomous cars. They're supposed to replace Uber and Lyft and shit. And traffic came to a standstill wherever these were at. And like the cars that were close to each other started getting closer and kind of like huddling around each other. Contact was made a little bit. Just a server crash, server fucking wide. And this happens. It happens more than what you think it does. Where like they're going through a defrag or whatever it is, but their network goes down. And so they've stopped doing a lot of autonomous vehicles in Austin. You still have a few and they're trying to get the trucks, the semi trucks, to drive around here in Texas. Which is that's great, but they can't dock. They can't line up the trailer and put it to the back of a Walmart. Otherwise, we would be out of a job. But this is the future. The future is buggy. Just to give you guys a peek. Janet has the YouTube link showing some of the vehicle chaoses. Everything's going to stop.
Oh man!
Yeah, I'm gonna share it in the chat. I'm getting it right now.
Believe me, folks. And I gave you all a bit of a black-pilled orange hat earlier, where I would if shit keeps going the way it is, you don't want to see an orange hat that has stopped caring, because I will go not only sociopathic, I will go psychopathic on shit, because it's to the I got into a debate with my brother about how processes need to play out. It's like these processes have been playing out for 4-5 years, and people are still just letting it fucking happen. It's to the point where drastic action is actually needed, and it's to the point where if it doesn't happen in the next few years, if shit goes sideways any further, we are going to be at a point where we can't come back from it, because I've told you all this is what's going to happen. This is how long it's going to happen in.
What is this?
Nobody fucking listens. What the fuck is that? Why does it look like somebody's...
I want the other one. I was kidding.
Yeah, that one.
That one's better.
Don't play that. We don't know what it might be.
Okay, you're sure you can't do it.
It's just some girl's clothes. It's a commercial.
Oh,
the other one.
Never mind.
So, okay.
Oh, I don't do
the
Rumble,
cars.
so...
Yeah, I was trying to share...
Rumble fucked me over.
I was trying to do this one right here. Oh, see, there's the ad again. It's because it's on TikTok.
I'm going to X. Get fucked. Yeah,
she's fucking...
I'm gonna paraphrase, or like I said, I'm gonna paraphrase fucking Wade Wilson.
See,
suck it, YouTube. I'm going to X. Get fucked.
Self-driving cars cause a massive traffic jam in Austin, Texas. That's what this video is showing.
There we go.
You guys don't trust manual shift drivers like me?
I've always wanted to learn how to do manual driving. I've wanted to ever since I was a teenager. Nobody would fucking teach me.
Yeah.
I only know how to do automatic. I only know how to do automatic.
In a big city, you've got people that'll teach you. There are driving schools for it.
I stay away from the cities because I literally cities are too fucking liberal for me.
I understand that. My city's a fucking blue shithole.
I'll be killed if I go to New York City. Literally. They take one look at my orange cap. They're like, he's a supporter of the orange man. Be like, what the fuck? What? I'm a hunter.
You don't think they really say that, do you?
They see orange and they go red. They see orange and they start to see red.
That's weird.
See, then that just proves that they're not going to go for Trump.
I mean,
a
lot
of
people have asked me,
what's
with the orange hat? Because of the orange, or are you a Trump supporter? It's like, the orange hat has nothing to do with Trump. I live in a fucking hunting place where hunting happens. I needed a hat during the winter. The origin of the orange hat, folks. I
wouldn't stand outside and not get shot by Dick Cheney.
Well, yeah, that. But it's like I live in a town in which hunting happens, and one winter I needed a winter hat because my old one got old and whatnot. So I went to the store. I saw, okay, orange hat. And so then the next summer, 2019 came along, and I figured I wanted to start my YouTube channel. Well, it's like I'm looking around, or it's like I'm going to be a review channel, but, right, so it's going to be reviews in the name. Originally, it was Orange Hat Reviews. But then I saw the orange hat. It's like, orange hat reveal. Well, son of a bitch, that works. And so then I started doing the orange hat thing. And that's the whole origin there. It's nothing to do with Trump. It's literally nothing to do with Trump.
Yeah, did you start your channel after Trump was president?
I started it in 2019. Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody's like, well, you're nothing but a blind Trump supporter. It's like, motherfucker, I've done videos where I've called Trump a retard. So it's like, yeah, when he's like, the people we must start getting rid of video games because they all lead to violence. It's like, retard, shut up. I am literally living proof that that is bullshit. People don't shoot up schools because of violent video games. I never shot up a school because of a violent video game. If anything, violent video games kept me from shooting up a school because I was massively bullied in school. Not ever going to give justification to shoot up a school, by the way. Nobody should ever do that shit. If you're bullied, frickin' get help. But
I know, I wish it was that easy, because there was one show I talked about on a Team Shit show, was this kid that was begging to go somewhere else, to go to another school, and the parents went to the principal and everything trying to get their kid out, and he committed suicide. And he was like 11.
I mean,
so
believe me, folks, I could tell you horror
everybody
stories.
has to be on board to help the kids and to stop bullying. And if my kid was ever caught bullying someone else, they'd be grounded, they'd be disciplined at my home, but I'd also expect them to apologize to the kid in front of the classroom, stuff like that. And I would go to the school and
humiliate
do
my
it.
child if they were a bully. I'd make
But
sure that
that's
they
what
were
I'm talking about.
self-humiliated.
Parents aren't doing their part.
Be a
to
parent,
make
not a
sure-
friend.
Yeah, that's right. They don't want to be parents. They want to be their best friends. They don't want their kid to say, I hate you, but all kids do it. I said the same shit to my parents. I wish I hadn't, but I was a teenager,
Oh shit.
you know? So
Oh, I
That's what
saved it.
happened.
Don't worry.
Okay. No party foul.
But
This almost
yeah, I
fell
don't
over.
know.
It's like,
It's really
Oh,
sad.
no.
fall over in my hand. I like my
It's really sad.
coffee cup. The coffee cup is the perfect
I'm
size
glad
for
you
it.
didn't break it.
Oh, no, I don't break things. Well, I do, but only when I need to. Or if by accident.
Yeah, I wanted to say something to Six Nations about his post here. Just think, what do you think could have been accomplished if they had backed him?
Oh my God.
Well,
here's another
Think
thing.
about that.
there's some context here, and I think the person who put it best, unfortunately or fortunately, was Jeremy from D-Day Cobra. He basically said that Trump coming in was the new hope. Biden is the Empire Strikes Back, and then now we're Return of the Jedi. So essentially, basically you had an unknown in Trump, and you had 4 years that he proved what he did. Then you had Obama's running mate or vice president now running for 4 years with Kamala Harris, and you have 4 years. And it goes back to the bottom line is it comes back to one question or one comment that Ronald Reagan said. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? And that's it. And you have a record of, and you put it up there. You had the Trump years and you had the Biden Harris years, and you see the difference. So this comes down to, what do you want for you and yourself? You know?
Yeah. Hardwick in chat. I would need just the hilt and crossguard, not the blade. Take the blade out, send me a picture of the hilt and crossguard, then flip it or flip the thing over so the crossguards are melded together, and then just elongate the hilt on one side, and it's basically what I am trying to accomplish. It's as simple as that, and AI can't do that. That's how fucked up it is. But getting back to Trump and shit, it's like there was a perfect question in the last debate between Hillary and Trump back in 2016. And this should actually be a debate question in all presidential debates. Is there a positive thing you can say about your opponent with sincerity? Trump did. He said a bunch, or he lit off a litany of positive things to say about Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, he's got nice kids. So that was the day that I actually decided who I was going to vote for in 2016. Because honestly, back then I was on the fence. I didn't like either candidate. I didn't like Hillary or Trump. It's like, Jesus, one dude's a fucking asshole and one's a fucking warmongering. See you next Tuesday. But then it's like,
yeah,
let's see how this goes. And she's like, he's got nice kids. It's like, I'm voting for Trump. Fuck this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't regret it either.
No, I didn't regret it because I like Ben Carson from day one. When I saw all of you, I tried to watch interviews with all of them, and I just loved everything Ben Carson said. And look what a wonderful person he is. All this time, he's not bashed Trump or ever said anything negative about Trump. He's a good man. He has a wonderful wife that loves him, adores him. He's just a wonderful man. I mean, he just really is. He just reeks with wonderfulness. I mean, he's just awesome person. But everybody says, oh, he's too calm. He's too quiet. He wouldn't be able to do that. You see, but I think he could have done a great job. I would have loved him to have been vice president. Way better than Pence,
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, here's the thing. Recently, everybody's saying, well, Trump should do another interview. And the media said, it's like, well, we should do another, or they should do another interview. And he's like, or he gave the perfect answer to what's her name. Why should I do another interview? That would save, or there's literally high risk, low reward. Doing an interview or doing a debate now, not interview, but debate now, it would just give a little, or it would just possibly boost her. I already know how the people feel. And not to mention, she's like, I wouldn't change a damn thing. People now know what they are, or know everything they need to know about Kamala Harris. She is not going to change a damn fucking thing from what Joe Biden has been doing. So he's like, well, what about, or even a Fox debate? Nope, won't even do Fox. Why would I? And it's like Trump is, at this point right now, what they call based, because he's basically saying, why would I give her an advantage when I already have all the advantage I need to win this election?
I would
realize she fucked her chances of winning completely when she went on The View, and then after when she went on Stephen Weirdman Colbert, because he gave her a second fucking chance. And it's like, so is there anything that is there anything you would do? And then she goes to a fucking word salad, and it's like, bitch, where's your fork? You need to eat up that salad and maybe shit out something a little bit more coherent, because honestly, makes sense, woman.
Well, the only time she messes up is when her teleprompter doesn't work, or her earrings.
Yeah. She's like,
the earrings.
And then she starts repeating shit over and over. It's like she's a fucking broken record.
Yeah, it's because she's not used. She doesn't know how to do anything for herself. She's always had someone else do everything for her.
Oh, there was this black podcaster that was calling up people, or that was allowing black people to call in and say why they weren't voting for Kamala. And this one person brought up the whole she slept with Willie Brown thing. And this woman just went off. She's the host and shit. And it's like, I wish I could have called. I mean, for this one moment, I wish I was black, because I would have called in and I would have brought up the Willie Brown thing. And she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, here's what the fuck is wrong with me. Why the fuck would I want to vote for somebody who slept with somebody to get to the top? She didn't earn it. Why the fuck would I mean, she needs to be talking to world leaders. Is she going to fuck Kim Jong-un? Is she going to fuck Vladimir Putin?
Yeah, what man wouldn't want to sleep with her? If she was so good that every guy just gave her everything she wanted, she must be the best woman in bed than there is in the whole planet.
I mean, she got her start in politics through blowjobs.
That's what I'm saying.
I said it. It's uncensored.
She could suck chrome off a bumper. Caved the top of your head in.
Make sure you say chrome. I mean, it almost sounded like you said something totally different.
Suck chrome off a bumper. You never heard that before.
Chrome. There you go. Better.
That's
better.
what I said.
I know, but it almost sounded like you said something different.
But what I'm saying is, she must be damn good at it if she got people licking the floor for her. You know what I mean? Whatever she's got something, but it ain't good enough to keep us safe from, being invaded or anything. She's a total idiot. That's all she could do.
I mean, what is she going to do? Suck off the migrants next?
Probably. She thought she'd get
give you
out
a
of it.
patriotic and citizenship right now. Then she gets on her knees.
She should get a trophy for it. I mean, she's done. I mean,
probably already
she went to the border. She was at the border looking around wearing a $62,000 necklace.
Yeah.
How many women get handed what?
If you'll just give me $5 while I wear this $62,000 necklace.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the $5.
Oh.
I mean, seriously, folks.
Sucks.
I'm not going to vote for even if she was a fucking Republican, I wouldn't vote for that woman. Because everybody's like, or me, I will not ever vote Democrat, but that does not mean that I'm always going to vote Republican. When Romney was going up against Barack Obama, I did a write-in vote because I hated both candidates. It's like, nope, I'm not voting for Obama again.
Ross Perot?
He was the most popular independent.
He got a lot of votes.
Yeah, he
so
actually got the most out of all third party.
Yeah, he could have won. I mean, honestly. So that just shows you that 3 candidates, the chances of independent, like you said, a MAGA candidate, someone who's make America great again or keep America great or whatever, would have a chance to win. I think now, after all this stuff that's gone on, all the things that we're finding out, I can't wait to find out who's on P. Diddy's list. And when Trump gets in office, he's already said he's going to open the client list.
I want to know
two girls that were involved in that whole case have come out saying they're going to vote for Trump. So they want it out.
All I want to know on the Diddy list, all I really want to know on the Diddy list is if Taylor Swift is on it.
I didn't see it.
Because if she is, oh shit, that would be awesome. Well, because then she'd be going down.
But she might be one of the ones like Bieber was.
I doubt she's a victim. She's a fucking self-made billionaire. There ain't no way she's a victim. And believe me, folks, as much as through retrospect, I hated fucking Justin Bieber because the kid was a fucking piece of shit. But that was that was before I got all the freaking shit. I mean, if this kid is literally a fucking victim of Diddy, it would explain why some of the shit went sideways. Yeah,
and I think that's why
went sideways.
I think that's why he did some of the things that he did is because of what happened to him.
Had
because
a smile on his face when he was getting his mug shot. It's like, yeah, I got a black eye, motherfucker.
Yeah, he was probably taking drugs and all kinds of stuff. Just try to not think about what happened to him.
Yep, I mean, dude,
it's terrible. I feel bad for him.
I do kind of feel bad for you, and it's like, I'm sorry you had to go through that shit.
But Bruce, is there anything you'd like to talk about?
Tomorrow morning we have that game with the high level group. With the politics, I think you guys covered most everything I wanted to talk about. It just seems like, just as a general consensus, a lot of people are saying they're watching Kamala lose steam, and that's kind of nice because I want to see the entire administration from the last 3.5 years just completely collapse and then get thrown in jail, or maybe in a wood chipper. Wood chippers are good.
Yeah, a lot of people feel exactly the same way as you do. I'm still shocked that we've gone through any of this stuff. It just doesn't seem like America at all. This is like, I don't know where we are right now, but it is not the America I grew up in.
It's not America fuck yeah right now. It's America what the fuck.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You want to play that last thing?
What the fuck?
Fuck yeah.
I'm
It's like,
No, you want to play the thing I just
what
put it
the
there?
fuck?
The thing I just posted? He's funny as hell.
Oh, let me see it. Hold on. Let me open the private chat.
The last one. This is funny.
Okay. I gotta push pause on it real quick, and then I'll share it.
It's hilariously funny.
Okay, here we go.
Maybe I'm just thinking it's something stupid.
Is it? Which one is it? The
This is funny.
the MAGA one or the
MAGA one? Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
What the fuck?
Make it bigger.
Okay, it's turned up. Here we go. Will I get in trouble for the music?
Well, turn it down a little bit if you want to.
Okay, yeah, I'll turn it down.
If this isn't a copywritten song, which I doubt it is, it's a meme team, so we ain't getting caught with this shit.
Okay, so turn it up. Turn it up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, turn it up.
Okay, here we go.
It's transformative, damn it.
It is transformative.
I like this back in the day.
Rallies up.
Look at him.
Let me begin. I came to win. Battle me. Guard your chin. I won't ever slack up. Commies better back up. Try to cheat again and you'll the whole country act up. Get up. Stand up. Come on, throw your hands up. If you got the feeling. Jump up towards the ceiling. MAGA, let the love flow. Democrats for up. Yo, we know it's do or die. We taking it all back. So feeling, funkin'. Amps is of course where we got more fun. Bust it out. Retribution. Dealey's team. The memes can get meme. Hit the lids coast to coast. Win on my own machine. I came to get down. I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Trump up, White House bound. Trump, everybody Trump. I'll serve your ass like tiny meatball. If you step out of line, you're taking a fall. Word to your moms, ballparks and farms. I got more rallies than Bible got psalms. And just like the prodigal son, I return. Anyone stepping in me, you'll get burned. Cause I got voters and you ain't got none. If you want a battle, come and get some. But if you do, you're a fool, cause DT is the best. After we take you see, then you can protest. I got the skill, come get your fill. Cause when it's said and done, I'm standing still. I came to get down, so get out your seat and jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Trump up, White House bound. Trump, everybody Trump, everybody Trump.
That's funny.
That was funny. Thank you, Ruben.
That was good.
Great.
That was good, man.
I'm going to copy this and put it in the chat so everybody can have it if they want.
Yeah, and everybody else, you only had it like 1/4 of the volume, which is fine.
Yeah, I had it only a little bit up because I was worried that.
Yeah. But please go and watch it. It's hilarious. Again,
but I just shared it in the chat for everybody because I thought it was hilarious myself. But what do you have going on, Ruben, this week?
Me, I have this coming week. This week I actually this coming week I'm still waiting for my funds to be released because I got approved. I'm cashing everything out, and I'm just getting ready. Like I said, I'm trying to find a place to go, and God, I didn't want it to happen. My brother being sick, but if he needs me down there, I'm going to go down and take care of him. And then I'm still working on it. I'm out of here. I have to be out of here by the 3rd of November. So I want to basically go vote when early voting starts here in Illinois for this area, and then be ready to just get out of here. And then my plan is to go down there, stay down there until at least March, and then I'm looking for a a place to go to begin my conversion to Judaism. Oh my God, because that's what
you're still doing that. Okay,
I have to, because again, I can't marry her if I'm not converted.
Good luck, sir.
And you know what? If I have my money, I don't need to worry about anything else. Just heal up, finish healing, and get ready for that, and then get married in 2026.
Awesome. Well, I just want
You're
you
definitely
to
going to need to heal up, because if you don't, or if you haven't been snipped, you're going to get snipped.
Oh, I've been snipped.
He broke
and
up.
they're going to do a double snip.
Yeah, that's true. They still do it.
Sunday we're doing the movie Ghostbusters Afterlife, so I'm kind of excited about it. I don't think Bruce is at all, but I thought it was a good movie, so I can't wait to get to watch it again. And
Orthodox Judaism.
That is what we're doing, right, Bruce?
Yeah, to my knowledge.
Okay.
So I can control the world. Just kidding. I'll be an infiltrator. I'll be part of the Mossad.
I like part of the movie. The part of the movie without kids.
Yeah. Without the kids in it. I understand.
I didn't see the kids as being competently written. That's all.
Well, we'll have plenty to talk about then. It's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun review. But the only thing I have going on is tomorrow we're playing a game again on Bruce's channel, and it's the one with the higher characters, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Higher level characters.
And then Sunday we'll do the movie. We'll watch it and then we'll review it. And then I'm going to try to do. I'm thinking about doing a music video thing on X only, or maybe X and Rumble. I haven't decided. And do like 60s, like Flower Child music. I found some really cool videos, and I got a really cool costume I'm going to wear for that. Since it's Halloween month, I'm going to try as much as I can. But I'm still wanting to do on Halloween night Team Shit Show 2.0 and have as many guests as we can get on there, rotating or whatever. I'm going to wear a costume. I hope everybody else does. It'll be fun. But I want to talk about scary things that happen to you, or something weird that's happened to you, maybe alien or ghosts or something.
I have not
creepy.
been probed.
So yeah, someone maybe has been probed. Maybe they have been probed. I don't know.
I
but
haven't.
I think it'll be a fun show.
I want to be. I don't consent.
I'll wear a costume too, theoretically.
So, yeah, it'd be fun. I think it's gonna be great. So that's what I'm planning on trying to do. I think it'd be great. But that's all I have going on. Anything else you want to add, Bruce?
It's just been a slow week. Keep your thoughts and positive self prayers focusing on the people that were affected horribly by the couple of hurricanes we had. A lot of people in the area didn't really want to leave this time, and so they got hit head on. And it's not really a good situation down there. I do like the fact that DeSantis has got 200 or 400 linemen, guys that are there ready to go connect shit as soon as it falls apart. And that tells me that he was ready for this.
Yeah, and Trump put him up in his hotel, right? Or in his thing and paid for all of it. So
Yep.
Yeah, so that's great. I think it's great. But I just want to say thank you, everyone who hung out with us, even though I got kicked out, came back. I'm glad you guys were in here talking. I don't know why. Everything just went. I just saw the circle of death. And everything was gone. So I don't know what happened. But I want to say thank you and hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And I know I'm going to try to have a great time. And I'm going to get to hang out with Bruce all day tomorrow, and then most of the day on Sunday. It's going to be fun. So you guys, and I'm going to close out with my Trump 2024 video. So you guys have a wonderful night.
Night, folks. Love you all.
Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump. At least I will go down as a president.
And I
I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Never got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally.
A new world order. These allegations are false. Weapons of mass destruction. The USA Patriot Act. The blueprint for large corporations.
We once were, we are no longer a Christian nation.
Donald Trump confirmed that he is considering a run in 2016.
Do it.
I am officially running for President of the United States.
He will never be President of the United States.
Donald Trump will never be elected President of the United States.
People are watching these results come in.
We are going to make this decision now. Donald Trump will be the 45th President of the United States.
Does it ever seem to you that President Trump has done more than any president in modern history?
And in the 10 years I've been involved in politics, I've never seen an administration hit the ground running like this.
I could spend the rest of the hour laying out the accomplishments under the Trump presidency, despite everything thrown at him.
The market just had its 12th straight record close.
Taking action to save as many kids as they can.
We were energy independent under the Trump administration.
More Americans reported being employed than ever.
Helping those who have served our country in the military to get access to mental health care.
The Great American Outdoors Act is the largest single piece of legislation to support our national parks and public lands.
Created more than 7 million good-paying jobs.
Websites can be held liable in court for having sex trafficking content.
The Abraham Accords, which for any other president would have been multiple peace prizes.
America did not enter into a foreign war.
The employment rate in the U.S. fell to 3.5%.
The First Step Act eases federal sentencing for nonviolent offenders.
Increased funding for historically black colleges and universities.
Allows terminally ill patients easier access to experimental drugs.
Kept the inflation rate low.
Honored with the Bipartisan Justice Award.
Had a massive MS-13 gang problem. 3.9% is the unemployment rate. Requiring airports to provide lactation rooms for breastfeeding mothers.
Middle class family income increased nearly $6,000.
A dramatic escalation in his crackdown on illegal immigration. Advocate for educational choice.
Tariffs on Mexico and Canada.
An act preventing animal cruelty and torture.
Taking out Baghdadi, the head of ISIS, Soleimani, the Iranian general.
Save Our Seas Act commitment to environmental issues.
We're saying Merry Christmas again.
Community development in low-income urban and rural communities.
Help us to remember the importance of fighting off tyranny.
Pulling out of UNESCO, the World Health Organization, the Paris Climate Accords, reassessing NATO and the United Nations.
Stood up for Christianity and the Constitution more than any president in American modern history.
We are stopping the attacks on Judeo-Christian values. Do you miss me yet?